Welcome to Moonlight Tales, where dreams begin.
Hello, little dreamers. Welcome to another cozy story. So just put on your blanket and let's begin. In our little town, where the streets fall silent long before the moon reaches its peak, there's a story whispered among the late-night walkers and the early risers. It's a quiet mystery, one that unfolds on a street lined with sleeping houses. Under a blanket of stars, the story of the window that always glows at midnight. The house itself is unassuming, a little weathered by time, with a garden that seems to sleep soundly through the seasons. Most people assume it's empty. The paint is peeling just a little, the gate hangs slightly ajar, and a gentle layer of dust coats the porch swing. During the day, it's just another house on a quiet lane. But as the clock tower chimes 12, something magical happens. One window on the second floor, the one overlooking the old oak tree, begins to glow. It's not a harsh, bright light. It's soft, warm, and golden, like candlelight or a low wattage lamp. It spills out onto the frosted lawn in the winter and illuminates the fluttering leaves of the oak in the summer. It's a beacon of warmth in the deep. And every night, without fail, it appears at exactly midnight and vanishes just as mysteriously before the first hint of dawn. People had their theories, of course. Kids whispered it was a ghost, a friendly spirit who couldn't sleep. The more practical townsfolk suggested a faulty timer on a lamp, left behind by owners who had long since moved away. But somehow, that explanation never felt right. A timer is mechanical, predictable. This light felt intentional. It felt like it held a purpose. My curiosity finally got the better of me one crisp autumn evening. I decided I would be the one to see who, or what, was behind the midnight glow. Bundled in a thick coat, I found a spot across the street, hidden by the shadows of a large pine tree. The air was still, and the only sound was the rustling of dry leaves skittering across the pavement. I watched the dark square of the window, my breath turning to mist in the cold air. 10 minutes to 12. 5. The world seemed to hold its breath. Then, the town clock began its slow, sonorous chime. 1, 2, 3. On the 12th strike, as the final note faded into the night, the window flickered to life. 1, 2, 3. On the 12th strike, as the final note faded into the night, the window flickered to life. It was just as the stories described, a warm, inviting glow that seemed to push back the cold and the darkness. From my vantage point, I could just make out a silhouette moving behind the curtain. It wasn't a ghost. He was a person, their movements slow and deliberate. My heart pounded with a mix of excitement and apprehension. I watched for what felt like an hour as the shadow moved back and forth. It seemed they were arranging something, setting up a little scene on the windowsill. The next night, I came back, but this time, I brought a pair of binoculars. I needed to see. As midnight arrived and the light came on, I raised them to my eyes. My breath caught in my throat. What I saw wasn't a ghost or a faulty lamp. It was an elderly man. He had kind eyes and a gentle smile, even though he was all alone. And on the windowsill, he was setting up a miniature world. Tiny, handcrafted wooden figures, a baker with a tray of bread, a woman reading a book, a group of children playing. Every night, he would arrange them in a new scene, a new story told in silence. He'd adjust a tiny lamppost, move a little dog, or place a miniature cat on a tiny rooftop. He was a storyteller, and the glowing window was his stage. He wasn't doing it for an audience he could see. He was doing it for the quiet street, for the night itself. He was the town's secret keeper, our silent guardian of stories. The light wasn't a mystery to be solved, but a gift to be received. It was a reminder that even in the quietest, darkest hours, there is warmth, there is life, and there is kindness. It was a nightly whisper to the sleeping town that no one is ever truly alone. And now, whenever I'm awake at midnight, I look for that glow, and I smile, knowing that a story is being told just for us. Thank you for listening, little dreamers. So if you enjoyed this little story, stay tuned for the next warm tale.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and may your dreams be magical.